Want to know the truth about building a successful consulting practice? After over 13 years of helping consultants launch and scale their practices, I've had a front row seat to see what separates those that close their doors within 24 months and those that are successful. I'm dannyiny, the founder of Mirasee, and in this video, I'll walk you through the 6 essential elements to building a highly profitable consulting practice. The first thing you really need is expertise that people will pay for. Now, if you're in a knowledge work job making good money, you might be thinking, well, duh, I obviously have expertise. And you're right. Let me show you why. Do this quick calculation with me. If you're making $100,000 a year and you've been doing this for a decade, your employer has paid you $1 million for your knowledge. $1 million. That's pretty solid validation that there's something there. But, and this is where most people get it wrong, you need to align what you're good at with what people will actually pay to solve. I had a colleague who learned this the hard way. She was a brilliant creativity consultant. She had deep expertise and could transform how teams think and work. But she couldn't get traction until she reframed her work as innovation consulting. Same expertise, different packaging, and her rates multiplied because companies value and pay for innovation, while creativity feels optional. That's the key. You need to know how to package your expertise into something that people will value and pay for. Second, and I can almost hear you groaning at this one, you need to start with your network. I know, you'd rather build some fancy marketing funnel and sell to strangers on the internet. That feels like less of a risk and doesn't take much vulnerability. Trust me, I get it. Nobody wants to feel like they're that person hitting up their network. But every successful consultant I know started with conversations within their network. Why? Because if you're not willing to talk to the people who already know and trust you about how you can help them, why would strangers ever take that leap? Your network isn't your end game, it's your proving ground. Third, you need to be comfortable having real conversations about value. Not sales pitches, actual conversations. There's this myth that consultants need to be smooth-talking extroverts to succeed, but that's nonsense. I'm an introvert myself, and I'm not particularly good at selling, but I do have genuine enthusiasm about solving problems. When you truly understand how you can help someone and get excited about the possibilities, that authentic excitement is more persuasive than any sales technique. Great consultants don't sell. They light up when talking about how they can solve real problems. That enthusiasm is contagious, and it builds trust in a way that slick sales tactics never will. Fourth, you need to be willing to be a beginner again. This is especially tough if you're coming from a position of expertise in your field. You're used to being the person with the answers. But starting a business is a brand new thing. There's going to be a hard learning curve. Here's how I think about it. My operating assumption is that how I am today at something is the worst I will ever be at it from now until the end of time, because I'm always learning and getting better. That mindset has served me well, and it's what you need too. You don't have to be perfect at everything, but you do have to be willing to learn. Fifth, you need to deliver actual measurable results. Not just good advice, but real outcomes. I see too many would-be consultants focus on the process instead of the results. When a potential client asks what you've achieved, they don't want to hear about your process or methodology. They want to know specifics. I helped company X increase their sales by 32%, or I reduced team-wise turnover from 40% to 15%. These concrete results do your selling for you. Without them, you're just another consultant making empty promises. Finally, you need to commit to building a real business. This is where I see people waste the most time and energy. They think they need a perfect website, a social media presence, business cards, legal structures, all these things before they can start. And you know what that is? It is procrastination dressed up as preparation. You don't need any of that stuff to start. What you do need is a willingness to have conversations, solve problems, and figure things out as you go. Every successful consultant that I know started out messy and got better over time. When consulting works, it's fantastic. You get paid well, you work with interesting people, you make a real impact with your expertise. Plus, you grow. A lot. They say the 3 best personal development activities in life are marriage, kids, and starting a business. And from my experience, that is absolutely true. But if you're missing any of these 6 elements, get them sorted first. The time to figure this out is now, not 3 months in when you've already quit your job and you're wondering why nobody's hiring you. Start with the first element, your expertise, and work your way through the list. When you've got all 6 in place, you'll be ready to build a consulting business that actually works. And if you're considering launching a consulting business, I would highly encourage you to go to the description below this video and grab my 10 guiding questions and free training on how you can launch ultra high value programs and offers quickly.